Welcome back to Whispering Pines Farm. I'm Janet, and today I am going to be filling up some of my Dollar Tree stackable planters. I had to order these online. They stack like this, and you can go as high as you want. My plan is to have lettuce in about a 6-tier one. That'll give me 30 lettuce plants, and I'm going to try to keep them in about 6 tiers. I'm going to do lettuce in one, medicinal herbs in one, and strawberries in one, and flowers in a couple. And I'm also giving away a couple 4 tiers to a very good friend of mine, one to a good friend of mine, Mary, and another one to my middle son, who has been talking about trying to start gardening in that, and his fiance. They've been talking about wanting to start gardening, so I'm going to give them a little group of these so that they can try their hand at it. These have little punch out places. In the past, where I've seen them on YouTube, they had a little cup here that held water, and you could pop it off and then punch out holes, or there were holes already punched. That's not how they are now. They have little spots where you can punch out the holes, but I decided that I would rather have the water kind of pull down here and not drain all the way through, but I still want it to drain into the other pots. So I drilled a hole above the area that I want the water to stay, to kind of make it like a self-watering pot. I'm going to fill up to that hole with sand, and I'm going to be covering the holes with a little bit of weed barrier or screening, probably screening. I've got that in here, and then fill the rest of the way up to this line with soil, and then start stacking them. I'm probably not going to plant them today. I'm just going to get them ready. We've got a bad winter storm coming through this weekend, and so I really don't want to put any plants outside. Plus, if you go by planting by the signs, today and tomorrow are ember days, which means you don't plant on those days because they're killing days, and supposedly what you plant on those days will not thrive. Doesn't mean that they'll die, but they won't thrive. So come along with me as I get these worked up and ready for plants. Okay, I just wanted to see how this works. I'm going to water this in and see if my idea is going to work. Oh, look. Got some water coming through. Can you see that? Right here, there's water going down in there. It's also dripping a little bit out of here, which is okay. Now this is pretty wet up here, but this is the initial watering. I am thinking that once I get everything well watered, then having the sand down here to hold water, which I know sand usually you add sand for drainage, but I've added sand here just to kind of weight it down and to hold some water till it gets to this level, and then the dirt or the soil will wick the water up from the sand as it needs it. That is my plan and how I think it will work. It's going to need quite a bit more water to fully water all the tiers. But you can see here, it's getting that center tier, the center part of the second tier watered in that area very well. So I'm going to water it in some more and let it sit, and then once I get that done, because this is going to take a while, and I know you don't want to sit here watching water dribble into the pots. Once that's done, then I will bring you back and talk to you about how it went and if it looks like it's going to work. Okay, this has been sitting for about an hour, still dripping a little bit into this pot. I did water all the little saucer areas. This pot, because it doesn't have anything directly above it draining down, because a little bit of water did come from this area. So this pot down here is more saturated than this one is. This one's very saturated because that's the one that I fully watered in. I just put a little bit of water in these areas. The center area, if you can see here, this area here, there's a little bit of dry here. This right here still is fairly wet all the way down. So I think the water is going to distribute in the way that I had thought that it might. So I think that my idea is going to work. It'll probably be a week or two before I get these planted. So when I get them planted, I will come back and give you an update on how the planting went and how I'm setting them up outside. They're going to go out on my front, or by my front patio. Try to make sure that doesn't fall. I just want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a while I do a little garden prep. And please hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I am posting new videos. And if you don't mind, share on your social media. That will really help spread the word about my channel. Without you, I won't be able to grow this channel. God bless and have a great day.